See, that's what women don't get. You got to make sure your man is good internally, because the world beat them up every day. And there's somebody calling, especially if the man making some money, everybody calling, can I get this, can I get that? But nobody stopped to say, how is your day? Good morning, good afternoon. Simple like that means the world to men.
A billion.
Simple
You get it to them now,
men
go ahead.
are not that complicated.
Yeah.
To be honest, y'all want a few but y'all want somebody that genuinely love you. So when you get me in your life, I'm gonna love the out of you. And you gonna know it though. Like, because it's gonna be bigger than what money can do. It's gonna be bigger than all that different stuff.
That's
you get
it.
what I'm saying?
Man, you kidding.
Like, so women miss the mark a lot of times because they don't care about that. And then social media have people so twisted on what stuff needs to be. Oh, the man, if he ain't sending me 2,000, I ain't going on a date. You ain't even got 2,000 in your account. What is you talking about? Like, this ain't your daddy, this your nigga. So it's
Nah, you just hit it.
It's a whole different. We be here till tomorrow talking about that.
That last one you said is the most important thing to any nigga. Any nigga that got this trying to, you know what I'm saying, do what he got to do out here in this world. That's the most important. If your bitch ain't your therapist, she ain't nothing.
She ain't nothing.
She ain't nothing. You might as well get rid of her. If she don't make you feel better when you feel worse, she ain't nothing.
She ain't nothing. See, that's what women don't get. You got to make sure your man is good internally, because the world beat them up every day. And there's somebody calling, especially if the man making some money, everybody calling, can I get this, can I get that? But nobody stopped to say, how is your day? Good morning, good afternoon.
I always refer to this analogy, right? As a kid, when you're kids, when the little boy falls on the playground, it's like, get your ass up, get up. You know what I'm saying? Even your own mama like, get up. But when the little girl is crying, everybody is running towards her. Everybody is running towards making sure, you know what I'm saying, that she's straight. But what you have to realize as a man is nobody cares. Nobody cares about your problems. So with that being said, why would you ever go for a woman who doesn't appreciate you? A woman who doesn't understand that as a man, you have the weight of the world on you, on your shoulders. You know, I was having a conversation with my pops yesterday. You know, me and him was having a drink and we was having a conversation about some family stuff. And he was just talking about how, like, you know, he's the breadwinner in his family, right? And he was just kind of talking about, like, for his whole life, and my pops is 70, for his whole life, he's always had to take care of his siblings and different things like that. And he was like, man, when is enough enough? He was basically like, you know, people only reach out to me like when they need money from me and stuff like that. But it's like she said in the video, it's never like, how you doing? Somebody making sure you straight. Just hit me up for regular conversation. Don't let every time that you hit me up be because you need me. You know what I'm saying? Because as a man, we have the weight of the world on our shoulders. No one's coming to save us. When you see some homeless people on the streets, you know what I'm saying? You're not saying like, if it's a woman there, you're saying, why did that man do her wrong? But if it's a man there too, even if the man is physically there, it's like, what did he do? It's always going to be like, what did we do? That's always the case. Why is his kids outside and starving and he's straight? It always comes back to us as men, straight up.
Simple like that means the world to men.
A billion.
Simple.
You get it to them now,
men
go ahead.
are not that complicated.
Yeah.
To be honest, y'all want a few but y'all want somebody that genuinely love you. So when you get me in your life, I'm gonna love the out of you.
And she's right. We literally are not complicated. But what complicates things as a man is when you fall for a woman's games, when you try to deal with it, when you try to buy her love. You can't buy a woman's love, unfortunately. But this is why your vetting has to be on point. And you can't let your little head think for your big head. You have to move like that, because as a man, I have to do so much things to make sure my life keeps going that I don't have time, or I can't afford to have a woman in my life who doesn't want to add value. If you want to be my girlfriend and then eventually be wifey, I don't have time for you to be taken away from my life, asking for money to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time for that. I need a woman who's trying to figure out, how can I add on to his life? how can I make his life easier? Because I know him as a man, he's gonna take care of things. So how can I help his life better? How can I make sure that we are well off? That's the mindset of a woman that I need in my life, and that all men should be requiring for a woman that they want to deal with long term.
And you gonna know it
Yeah.
though, like, because it's gonna be bigger than what money can do. It's gonna be bigger than all that different stuff.
That's
you get
it.
what I'm saying?
Man, you kidding.
Like, so women miss the mark a lot of times because they don't care about that. And then social media have people so twisted on what stuff needs to be. Oh, the man, if he ain't sending me 2,000, I ain't going on a date, bitch.
Now, she's correct. You know what I'm saying? Like, social media will, especially for the younger a woman is, it can be so impressionable, because you see women, you see the city girls, you see Lotto, you see Ice Spice, you see all these people saying get a bag, Cardi, get a bag, Vanessa dude. You have all these different things. So if that woman didn't have the proper guidance growing up, you know what I'm saying? If she doesn't have the proper guidance, she's gonna sway more towards that, feeling like, oh, just because I got a fat ass and a pretty face and I got a lot of DMs, I got a lot of messages on my day naps, 6 dudes a day try to talk to me when I step outside the door. If a woman is experiencing that, she's gonna sway more so the side of, I don't care about making a dude's life better. What can he do to make my life better? And you gotta stay away from those type of women, because all they're gonna do is drain your pockets. You're gonna have to pay alimony, you're gonna have to pay child support. She's gonna be a headache, she's gonna make your life hell, she's gonna be vindictive. This is why you gotta deal with a woman who wants to add value to your life. Straight up.
You ain't even got 2,000 in your account. What is you talking about? Like, this ain't your daddy, this your nigga. So it's just, it's
Nah, you just hit it. You just
it's
hit
a
it.
whole different. We be here till tomorrow talking about that.
The last one you said is the most important thing to any nigga. Any nigga that got this trying to, you know what I'm saying, do what he gotta do out here in this world, that's most important. If your bitch ain't your therapist, she ain't that.
She ain't nothing.
She ain't that. You might as well get rid of her. If she don't make you feel better when you feel worse, she ain't that.
That's facts. That's why a lot of us men, we try to get a woman we want, or get a woman before we become successful. Because a lot of times when you're successful already, you trying to figure out, like, man, like, is she here for me, or is she just here for, you know what I'm saying, what I can provide? What if I not making all this money, and what, you know what I'm saying, what's she gonna be like then? You feel me? You know, this is why it's so important to pick the right woman in your life, because that's everything. The woman you ultimately, if you want marriage, or you just want a long-term situation, but you want to have kids with her, it's very important that you pick the right mother of your kids, man. So important. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's funny because I think there's men out there, but there's definitely a lot of women who let that pressure of their family saying, oh, when are you gonna have kids, and da. Do you come into the Thanksgiving and to the Christmas dinners alone? And a lot of people feel that pressure, so what do? They go out and settle. That could never be Josh. That could never be me. I'm not gonna settle with you just because the world says, oh, you gotta be married by 34. Oh, you gotta be da. Nah, I'd rather pick the right woman and do it on God's timing than to pick the wrong woman and do it on my timing. Also, too, what we gotta realize is we just live in an era now where a lot of women want you to take care of them. And my thing is, I want a woman who sees the bigger vision. I want a woman who sees the bigger picture. And for her to understand that, meaning that I want a woman who's like, man, what business can I start to add value to what my man got going on? Like, how can I help him in his business triple what he got? You know, as men, our lives are way too hard, man. Like, it's like, you know, as a woman can have kids at the end of the day, and people will help her out, right? But a man with kids, or a man who is struggling, nobody really cares about our problems, because at the end of the day, even your own grandma gonna tell you, you a man, you need to go figure it out, because my husband, your granddad, figured it out. So what you got to understand is, as a man, it's so much pressure on us. We got to do so much things. Why would you make your life more difficult by getting with a woman who is difficult just because she got a fat ass, just because she look good? That's stupid. That's not smart. That's the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to get, that's the dark side. You want to get with a woman who rocks with you, who understands you, who's in cooperation with your operation, who wants to help grow you, who is cooperative, who is not argumentative. She's about solutions. She's simple-minded. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of woman you want in your life. She's about family. She not trying to be in the streets all the time. She may take a couple trips with her homegirls every now and then, but it's not the majority of the time. That's the type of woman you want in your life. But if you turn into a housewife, then it's over with. You see what I'm saying? So like I say on every video, guys, we just got to continue to put ourselves first. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel as always. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.